I have a 2012 Chevy Silverado. I wanted to add a 12-volt switched power outlet. So I got on the internet at a GM forum site, I'll give you that address at the end of this video, and found all the information that I needed. I take no credit for figuring out how to do this, wiring details, nothing like that. I just got the information that those gentlemen put up, and here's how I applied it in my situation. First, let me show you the parts that I bought. Alright, this is 12-volt relay. It already has the diode built in it. Don't have to fool around buying an extra part. Now on this plug here, you'll notice this black loop on the end of that plug. That doesn't work in my installation. I had to unhook that loop and wire it a little differently. It's very easy to take the connectors out of these plugs and rewire them. No big problem. Next, I just bought a regular inline 12-volt fuse holder. Next is the connectors that they talk about on the website. I got these at terminals.com. And by the way, I have a few extra if somebody might be interested in getting them, because this company here does have a minimum order supply. And also, last but not least, I bought a 12-volt outlet. I bought the kind where I can mount it on the outside of a wall if I so choose. Got 4 places to put screws in. Now, here is the MBEC they talk about on that website. It's mid-bus electrical connection. And the way to get this cover off is I took a claw hammer, got up underneath this tab, and just pulled it out. It comes right out with no trouble. Now let's go over to the truck and I'll show you how I'm actually doing the install. Okay, first thing I did was run wiring, hot and cold both, underneath the driver's side threshold, and I'm going up underneath the seat, under the carpeting, and coming out at the center console. Now let me show you the mid-bus electrical connection. It's on the driver's side to the left of the brake pedal. It's right up there. Now I've already got my connections made. It's up here, the 2012, it's the second position up in this connector box. That's pin 1, pin 5, pin 8. There's another option they tell you about on the website you can use. I'm going with a 30 amp line. You can do whatever you want. Now something else while we're up underneath here, you need to figure out exactly where you're going to hook the relay up. And what I have, the relay here, and I'm going to mount it over on the back side, actually the right hand side of the bus connector. And you can obviously add wire to it and go somewhere else, hook it up underneath the dashboard somewhere else. It's totally up to you. I chose to go this route simply because I like everything kind of in the same place. I don't got to search around for it. Now, one other note, what I do when I do installations like this, I like to use 2 wires and take the hot and the cold with me together, positive, negative, whatever terminology you want to use. So that's why you see underneath the threshold here that there's 2 wires. Now I'm going to make my ground connection right underneath the dashboard here also. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to hook up the power to this, and I'll hook a meter up and show you that the thing works just great. Alright, I'm going to test it out and make sure everything works. As you'll notice, there's no power here. The ignition is off. Let me just turn the ignition up. I'm not going to start the truck, but we'll put power to it. Alright, there's the power to that. Shut it back off, and it goes off. Alright, I'm going to show you how I did where I got the information from. This is the site for the forum, GM forum, where I got all the information on how the wiring and all that kind of stuff. And then down below that's terminalsandconnectors.com. That's where I bought my connectors from. And let me also say this: don't follow what I did in my truck as far as the wiring, pin 1, 8, and 5. Yours may or may not be the same, so I wasn't trying to point out that you had to do it this way. It's just the way my truck's wired up. Good luck.